Okay, I'm here with Keith Byrne, who was just recently released. He's got a lot of things to say. There's a lot of questions to ask him about his recent journey over the last few weeks. Um, the first thing I want to ask you is, how's it feel to be back in your home?
It feels great, how it should be.
And we're right here in your backyard. You just purchased this home how recently?
We bought it in October and moved in January
Excellent. You
last
and
year.
Karen,
My wife and three kids.
3 kids, and also your
My
mother-in-law, correct?
mother-in-law also, yes.
Excellent. So a good, big, happy family all together. I know a lot of people, as you found out, a lot of people have become attached to this story. There's a GoFundMe campaign that's been shared, I think, over 2,500 times, has, I think, near 500 contributors. There's a Change.org petition. I don't know, 30,000 some signatures on it. A lot of people contacted you and me and Karen from the media. But tell us what happened on the day, July 10th.
Well, I was going to work, just like any other day. I walked out of my house, got in my van, and as I drove off, I noticed a car come right after me, which I thought was strange because, it was just so fast. And 3 blocks later, I was pulled over by the police. I didn't know it was ICE at the time until they came to my window and I saw their badge and I was like, what are you doing? Why me? I was very confused because we've been very persistent for almost 9 years now in court, trying to get my status adjusted, basically.
Right. And people, have known your story that you had 2 prior fines, I guess it was, in Ireland, and that has been what's been holding you up from
Yes.
from citizenship. Here's what I wanted to ask you though: this whole time that you've been going through this, have you felt like you were like skirting the system, or or were you scared that like, hey, one day this is going to happen, or did you feel confident that it was all going to work out? How did you feel?
So, absolutely no fear because when I married Karen, I had no knowledge of law or what I had previously done. And when we came to the paperwork, there was a question, have you ever been arrested or convicted? And I had mentioned to my lawyer that I had a previous charge in Ireland for personal use of marijuana. I told him that I just paid fines, like it was misdemeanor stuff. But then I learned that they're convictions
Gotcha.
because I had to go to court and pay a fine. I didn't know that.
But this whole journey, I think you told me earlier, you felt confident that you were doing the right thing, that citizenship would happen, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, like we've been very persistent with the lawyer, so we just assumed it needs to take its course and one day we'll be okay. Never did I hide, never did I tell lies or, it was just honest and upfront from day one. So
I think one of the things I enjoy about you, and you've married my cousin, is that you're an upstanding guy. You came here to the country, you never asked for anything. You started a business, correct?
Yep.
Painting business. How many years ago?
6 years ago.
I want to get back to that too, but to go back to the question I asked before, you said you felt confident going through this whole process. Now that you're out, and we still have a ways to go, right? We have to get in front of a court. We have a battle left. How do you feel now?
Concerned, really. I mean, to be honest, getting out is really overwhelming, and I'm very happy. And I want to thank whoever was involved in that. But I don't know what to think going forward. I really don't.
What's your biggest fear at the moment?
My only fear is being separated from my family, who I love very much, and we all worked really hard, and we're very attached. So
You went through some tough times, right? I mean, it wasn't.
absolutely, it's not like any family. We've been together for 10 years, and it's paying off. Like we're so close together. So to separate me, my wife, my children, that's not the American dream for me. So
I mean, you know that I agree with that too. That the type of people we want in this country, the type of people who've done what you do. Let's talk about this business. You have a painting business for 6 years. You get picked up July 10th. I'm guessing that the business stops.
well, yeah, I mean, it's stopped for now. I would like to think that I can continue. and that's going to be the first call I make with my lawyer later today to find out where I stand with moving forward with my business, because I've put so much into that over the last 6 years by myself. Like, I've never subbed work out to anybody. If I got a job, I was the one who did the job to my best, and I have a lot of happy customers, and I want to get back to work.
And I know your clients mean a lot to you.
Absolutely.
At the moment, though, are you able to work?
Not right now.
So the business is halted.
Business is halted right now. I have to, because I want to do things the right way, like I've been doing the right way. I want to make sure that I can get back to work before I do.
And I know that's tough on you and your family, because obviously you have income, and
Yes.
you're a part of, you know, keeping this whole house running and all that you've built. And right now your income is
Yeah, it's
zero.
cut. It's cut in half, really. I mean, we have a lot of money coming in, but a lot of money going out. You know, I mean, it's going to hurt a lot if I don't get back to work. So
Completely understand
it's
that.
going to be my first goal.
How did you feel learning that there were so many contributors, that a GoFundMe campaign had so many donations, that you had so many signatures, that so many people reached out to your family? How'd that feel?
It's been crazy. Like, I'm shocked. I'm proud. I mean, there's so many people out there that I don't know who have donated so much money, and the messages just, they keep on coming. And a part of me is not surprised, because we've built such a good life. You know, we've really done everything the right way. So to see it being torn apart for something 14 years old it's mind-blowing, really.
I know, I think there's a lot of people who've learned the process of what we're doing here as a country. And, you know, I want to say I credit you for always being accountable. And I also, you know, hold our country accountable to say, you're the exact type of guy we want to keep here. You know, I mean, you're a contributor. Right? That's what we want. We always want. Every society wants contributors. You've done great contributions. Now let me ask you this. You have a battle left to go, correct? Like, this is by no, like, you've been sent home, but you have a court system to go.
We have been battling. Yeah, we've been battling ever since we got married. Like, it's been court, and we've just set aside and let the lawyers take care of it and try to move on with our life, because we've been in limbo for a long time, and we continue to be until this is over. So
let's just say, and I hate to do this to you, but let's say it doesn't work out in your favor, and they say, Keith, you have to be deported. What would that do to your family?
a lot of wrong things. I have a stepson. He's very connected to his family. So if we were to uproot him out of the country, that would cause a lot of problems. I have my wife's mother who lives with us, who is in her 70s, and I mean, it will cause her a lot of problems. She's got no other family to take her in. And my wife, who's studied hard to be a nurse, who now has a job she loves. And I also have a business, 2 young children who have, you know, grown up to make a lot of friends and are just getting into school, settling in. Nothing good would come of me being deported. Nothing.
And am I correct that this whole time that you've been in the U.S., clean record? I mean, you've been exemplary.
12 years, I have not spoken to a police officer. Like,
Good. Not even a parking ticket? I got a lot of parking
well, maybe
tickets,
one of those. But I never spoke to the guy. It was like, I got the ticket and that was it. No, I think, listen, my work speaks for itself. Like, I've come here. I think I've learned from my mistake of 14 years ago for, like, you know, a small amount of marijuana. And I kept my head down, and I met the right woman and built the American dream. Like, I did it.
Well, we're going to be a part of continuing to fight for your American dream. You know, I know I speak for an enormous amount of people who believe that. Let's end it with this. What message would you want to give to the people who have attached to your story, people who've donated, the people who've reached out and shown care for you? What would you want to say to them?
Thank you so much. Keep fighting, keep sharing, keep supporting, because we are only halfway there. And if I would be the first person to help you, and I hope you know that. So thank you.
I know that to be true. Keith, we're going to keep fighting. Thank you so much, and we'll keep everyone updated, and the battle continues.
Thank you very much.